I'm Jason Dyke. I'm the co-director of Alberta HEART, and I'm a professor in the Department of Pediatrics here at the University of Alberta. So heart failure is the inability that the heart becomes compromised. It's a progressive disease that has the inability to pump blood efficiently for the needs of the body. Diastolic heart failure is the heart, it doesn't relax properly. It becomes stiff, doesn't fill with blood after each heartbeat, and therefore isn't able to fill completely and isn't able to pump as much blood. And again, that leads to heart failure. There's a lot fewer research teams that are studying diastolic heart failure. Majority of the research teams, large research teams, are looking at another form of heart failure called systolic heart failure. And so what we realize is that this disease is poorly characterized. It's not well understood what causes it, and the diagnostic criteria are quite poor. So we thought this is an area that we could study, we could make a difference in, and I think we could be world leaders in studying and doing research in diastolic heart failure. First and foremost, we need people who have heart failure to see themselves as participating in a research program, not being subjects of a research program, but participating. So I think being able to contribute in that way is extremely important. So we need individuals not only who have systolic heart failure, but ones who have diastolic heart failure, so we can compare and contrast those two groups. There's other groups as well that we're looking for, but primarily we're looking for people who have heart failure, who want to be a part of this solution.
I'm Murray Copot. I'm a volunteer with the heart team here in Calgary and Edmonton. As far as I'm concerned, I'm very fortunate to be on this team. Very fortunate to have doctors like Dr. Todd Anderson and 19 other doctors or scientists, and I know that they're going to do something for the good of, well, maybe myself, but for a lot of other people that do have heart failures, and I've been very lucky.
So I'm Todd Anderson. I'm a professor of cardiovascular sciences at the University of Calgary and the Libben Cardiovascular Institute of Alberta, and a senior scholar of the Alberta Heritage Foundation for Medical Research. The focus of the team is to better understand the different kinds of heart failure, but really focusing on those individuals that have heart failure where the heart squeezes normally. And we're really looking at it from a full gamut of right from basic science, trying to understand the molecular mechanism in animal models, right through to clinical trials, and then looking at a population basis to try and better understand how do we identify individuals with this kind of heart failure and how do we treat them more appropriately. So overall in the study we're looking to recruit about 1,000 individuals from all over the province, mostly from Calgary and Edmonton, with different types of heart failure or risk for heart failure, and then following them long-term, collecting a lot of information at the beginning, doing some testing, storing their blood, storing their genetics, and then calling them intermittently to see how they're doing so we can identify who ran into problems and who didn't. But overall, a large number of people to follow for the next number of years. We're really optimistic that we're going to have great opportunities with our group that we put together, involving other peoples at both universities and across the province and the heart failure clinics that have been set up, and really looking forward to trying to help people live better with this condition.